You know, algebra students sometimes have trouble writing equations of lines. And sometimes that problem comes from the use of fractions, and they're just kind of a little trouble sometimes. So we're going to take a look today at how I can write an equation for a line. And we're going to work with the standard form of a linear equation over here, ax plus by equals c. Okay, and if we take that equation now, and if I do a little bit of work with it now, if I solve this for y, okay, so if I subtract ax on both sides, and now I've got by equals minus ax plus that c, and then we divide everybody by b, like so, and we get that y equals the opposite, or minus, of a over b times the x plus c over b. Okay? And what's important about that is that it gives me right here is that the slope is equal to the opposite of the a over the b. Okay? And we're going to use that. That's the big key for what we need here. Okay? Now, let's take a look at an example of how we're going to use that. So we'll write some numbers up here. So we're going to say here that the slope of a line is equal to, and I'm going to use 3/2 for my example, and I need a point. We have to have the slope and a point. So let's say I have a point that is on the line and its coordinates are 4, 5. Okay, so there's a nice little sample problem. Okay, now what makes this really nice is we're going to use this over here. So if the slope is opposite of a over b, this is the a and that's the b. So I can start my equation ax plus by, ax, I'm going to write that over again, equals c, and I know that the a is the 3, so I'm going to have 3x, and the 2 is going to go over here with the y. I don't know what c is yet, we're going to find that out, and this sign in here. Now, because I have that the slope is the opposite of a over b, if my slope is positive, which it is, opposite, I'm going to need a minus sign in between here. Now, if the slope was negative, I would have a plus sign over here. So there's the beginning of it right there. We're almost done. Now the question now is, well, how do I find out what c is? Okay? All right. Well, to find c, we know that any point on the line should make the equation true. So if I substitute in, I'll change the color here, if I substitute in the 4 and the 5 for the x and the y, we're going to get, let's see, over here, I'm going to get, I'm going to write, here's the 3 times the x, so 3 times 4, and then we've got minus 2 times the y, which is the 5, and if we just evaluate that, we're going to get 12 minus 10 is positive 2, so that's what goes here. So then, my equation is 3x minus 2y equals 2. And there it is in standard form. Very nice, real simple little method for getting that. Okay? Now, a lot of times they're going to want us to write the answer in slope-intercept form. So if I come over here for a minute, I'm going to erase this over here. You know, if you need to see that again, you can always replay the video. So if I take this equation, and I'm going to write right over here, we have 3x minus 2y equals 2. And if I want that in the slope-intercept form, I just have to solve it for y. So I'm going to go minus 3x and minus 3x on both sides. So I have minus 2y equals a minus 3x, and that's a positive 2 over there. Divide everybody by -2, and those cancel out, and I've got y equals, now negative over negative is positive, so I've got 3/2 x, and then 2 over -2 is going to be a -1. And there is my answer, my equation in slope-intercept form. And I can see that my slope, y equals mx plus b. I can see that my slope is 3/2, and that's just what we said it was in the beginning over there. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you a couple of samples and have you try this. So I'm going to write 2 problems on the board. You're going to follow this same kind of routine here. And what I want you to do is, after I write them on the board, you should pause the video, work the problems out, then restart the video, and then see how you did. Okay? So check your answers. So I'm going to erase all of this right now. So this is all gone. Whoop, a little bit more. Okay, and I'm going to write 2 problems for you up here. Okay? All right. So the first one, the slope is 5/3, and we're going to go through the point -2, 4. Okay, now this is problem number 1. All right. And then problem number 2 for you is the slope is equal to a -7/2, okay? And our point is going to be at 1, 5, all right? Okay, so what you should do now is, you have these written down, pause the video, hit the pause button down there, and then work these out. When you're done, restart the video and you'll see where we left off. Okay, we'll see what the right answers are. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Okay, well, you should be done now. I hope you're restarting the video. So let's take a look here. Now for this one over here, I know that we're going to get, here's the A and the B, right? So here's 5x. Okay, it's positive slope, so we're going to have subtract 3y, and when I plug in these values in for the x and the y, you're going to get -22. Okay, so if we got that, hooray, we got that one right, I hope. Okay, on problem number 2 over here. Okay, now I have negative slope this time, so I'm going to have 7x. I'm going to have 2y. Now, negative slope means I'm going to have plus in the middle. Okay, don't worry about this negative until the very end over here. And then when I plug in the 1 and the 5 for the x and the y, I should get a total of 17. I'm not going to work all that out. Just watch your positive and negatives and stuff when you do that, okay? And so, let's hope, you know, we got that one right. Let's put a double happy face on that one, all right? Okay, so how did you do? Did we get those done all right? Now, if you had trouble with those, you can watch the video again. Try it through there again. And if not, if you still have a little bit of trouble, you can ask a friend who's in the class with you, or you can even come and ask me and check out with me here. So hopefully that helped, and like I say, it's a nice little routine for finding the equation of a line. Thank you.